Hello, Leo. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. We're going to read your tarot cards here today. Please come into this reading with an open heart and an open mind, a desire to learn something or better yourself. If the messages that come through don't resonate for you, feel free to push them aside. You may want to revisit them at a later date. Sometimes tarot messages make more sense in the future, so again, just be open to that. Above all else, please do trust your own intuition, your internal guidance system. That being said, let's set the intention to get you some helpful, insightful messages that really do resonate and help guide you on your path. Do remember you are accountable and responsible for all your own actions and decisions. All right. Bottom of your deck is the Seven of Wands. All right. And I like to kind of start in the middle. I always look at the central card here to start and see sort of maybe what between these two cards, what the theme might be. The Four of Swords is a card of rest and relaxation. It's frequently a card of meditation. And symbolically, sort of in the story of the tarot, it's about, coming back from the battle and being grateful that you still have your life. Now, that sounds really extreme, right? I'm not suggesting all of you have been through a battle for your health or wellness. It's possible that may resonate for some of you. But especially with the Seven of Wands, which does require a great amount of effort being put forth and standing your ground, fighting for what you believe in. It's a card that indicates Mars energy. So Mars is the planet of war and conflict. It can be anger, aggression, energy, but it can also be enthusiasm. It can be passion. It can be our sex drive, right? So with that, a great amount of energy being exerted and then being able to rest. It's funny when I put it in the context of sex, it's almost just like really intense sex. And then you're just like, smoking a cigarette after, right? I don't know why that image came to me, and I guess I mentioned that because for some of you, it's going to be a little bit more lighthearted. Others of you, it could be a very serious issue that, you've been kind of quote unquote battling for a few months or something. But the good news is there seems to be a rest or a reprieve or something where you're able to like let your hair down and exhale a little bit. So I like that. Let's see, we have the Knight of Cups. I actually feel like, and I don't want to oversell this term, but I almost feel like this is like a rescuer or a savior in your life. If you've been going at it alone or there's something where you were, I sort of get the idea of you've been trying to do it all. Very Leo energy. It's like, I'm the sun. I can handle this. I can do it all. I'm my own hero, which is admirable. But sometimes you need to ask for help. And I think other people around you are seeing you struggle and wanting to interject and intervene if you would only let them help you. I think someone's going to come along and it's like they know the secret word with you. They know the secret sauce to not intimidate you or, take a blow to your ego or something like that. But they know just what to say to allow or let themselves into your network so that they can help and support you. And I think it's going to take a lot of stress and anxiety off your plate. I think you're kind of in this, for some of you, like this Eight of Swords energy where it just feels very frantic, very kinetic, like, it's almost like take one step forward, two steps back. It seems like you're just spinning your wheels or not gaining ground the way you had hoped. I see this as someone external to you. And you guys know me, I'm very much self-empowerment, be your own hero, that kind of thing. That being said, I'm not saying this in like a Cinderella story, like, Prince Charming comes to save you, F that shit. But essentially, I do like this because it's someone who I think is already in your network, who cares about you deeply. It's like they don't want to see you struggle anymore. They can, you just look tired, you look stressed, you look like you need a helping hand. And maybe pride is keeping you from asking for help, or it's like you feel like you have something to prove to yourself. Maybe for some of you, you were taught that, asking for help shows weakness. Whatever it is, this person is like, nah, Leo, like I'm helping you. They're not giving you a choice, and I actually think you really need it. So let your guard down. Don't try not to take it personally or an attack or, someone criticizing your abilities. It's not that. It's the complete opposite. It's like this person is desperate to help you. So let them in. Let them help you. And then you get Fool energy, which again is like exhale. A weight has been lifted. That feels really, really, really good. I like that very much. Okay, let's see here. So... And then, Six of Swords. It's like you are making headway for whatever this process or this project has been. There is light at the end of the tunnel here, especially with the Ten of Cups, which is a friggin' amazing card. But I feel like this period of rest, it's after a little bit of Six of Swords, so it's been a battle, it's been a struggle, but there is a little bit of like relief. It's like, okay, we're through the rocky waters. We have a bit of smooth sailing now, so enjoy that. Maybe you guys are literally taking a break or on vacation from a stressful job. Whatever it is, really enjoy that. In fact, this might be a message for some of you to take that time off with the Fool and the Wheel of Fortune. And not only that, but the Six of Wands, which is very strong Leo energy anyway. I believe it's a Jupiter card as well, which is all about fortune and good luck and happiness and joy. These two cards are very much like, enjoy the little things in life. Like, let's not take everything too seriously. Let's travel or expand, or let's learn something new. It's sort of like getting out of the everyday ho-hum, everyday like activities or scheduling and kind of going off. And for some of you, it's like you need to take like a little retreat. And some of you might be doing that with friends, or again, a vacation. I see that in the works for some of you, or just a break from whatever this is. Because it could be that you're not out of the woods yet. Maybe you're not in the clear, but I do think bringing on new help is going to change your life significantly. Like a weight has been lifted, and I think you're going to be like, oh my God, why didn't I do this months ago? So for some of you who own your own company, you may be bringing on more help, or maybe bringing on some sort of advisor. Some of you may be seeking financial advice or something of the sort, bringing in a lawyer or whatever it is. You will get through it. You know this already, Leo. You absolutely will get through this. But in the meantime, it's almost like you're beating your head against the wall hoping for changes. And I think the universe is trying to express to you, this isn't working. Like the current plan, plan of attack, it's great and it shows a valiant effort, but you need to change it up. You need to do something different in order to get that energy to move again. It just feels a little bit stuck and stagnant. All right, let's move on to a new message, because that's sort of the advice or guidance I see for that. It feels very, very much work related for a lot of my Leos out there. I know. Let's talk about love. Let's see what do the cards say for love. Possibly something with a Leo or an Aquarius might be coming in. I feel like you both love to be the chasee and not necessarily do the chasing. And so there's two people meeting here. I don't know which one you are. It doesn't really matter. But both of you have your head held high and you're like, I'm not going to be the one to text first. But you both kind of like each other. Again, Jupiter energy, it's playful, it's fun, it's silly. Somebody in this equation may actually have very strong religious beliefs or come from a very religious background, and that doesn't have to necessarily mean conservative. Just religion plays some part in this person's life that's very important to them. If it's not religion, it's just like they have very strong beliefs. They have a very strong, maybe just faith, maybe it's spirituality rather than religion. Those can be two very different things, right? A very strong belief system or a code of ethics. They have very strong beliefs, whoever or whatever this is. And maybe that's you, Leo, right? But I am getting this sort of standstill of both people are, it's not difficult because you both like each other, but it is a little bit stubborn of like nobody wants to make the first move, or nobody wants to put themselves on the line and be vulnerable and be that first person to be like, I'm falling in love with you, or, I want to move in together. It's like you're both waiting for the other person to say it or do it or whatever, even though I think like you're on the same page. I mean, the cards surrounding this are very positive. So it's like, how long are we going to wait? How long are we going to keep ourselves in this, like, I think they like me back and they said this, but they're not asking me this. And like, I'm feeling this. And like, again, like, this isn't the most dramatic Eight of Swords I've ever seen. It's just a little bit like what's holding you back, and it's your own thoughts. Your own fears maybe too about, again, vulnerability, expressing what's in your heart and fearing that it's not going to be mirrored back to you. I have to be honest, for like 90% of you out there, if any of that is making sense, especially with Aquarius, another Leo, Pisces, Gemini, maybe Sagittarius. Like, yeah, I hate to rush into this, but like, it's in the bag. Like, I feel like you guys are on the same page. It's just you both have this kind of, I don't know if it's aloof. I don't know. You know what I'm saying. But it's like someone's got to make the first move. And I don't know, Leo, I kind of feel like it's going to be you. You're ruled by the sun. You're warm. You're fiery. Everybody loves a Leo, right? Including this person. So I say roll the dice. With the Wheel of Fortune, it's about opening your life up to possibilities and change. It's about having faith and, moving forward with nothing but like goodness and love in your heart. It's not about strategy or ego or this or that. It's about like, it feels like it's rolling the dice on something you feel confident would be a good match for you. So I'll put that out there. So then let's see. Some of you are choosing to embrace your family more. If it feels like you've put family on the back burner, there seems to be a positive change in a direction of being able to hang out with family more. especially if you've had a difficult or strenuous relationship with a sibling, I do see healing in some sort of relationship with a good friend or with a sibling. Others of you, it may just be with your spouse, with your children, with your parents. You could have quite literally lived at a distance from them, possibly because you chose to pursue something career related. And it's not to say you're abandoning that entirely, though some of you do find yourself at a crossroads where, I don't know, it's like you have the chance to make amends with family because of, this is confusing, but it's like another opportunity rolls in that by default would bring you closer to them. I hope that makes sense to some of you. And I don't like to predict anything scary. I think, I think intuitively you guys would already be feeling this, but if you are at a place of work where they are doing like layoffs or something like that, and you may or may not feel like your head is on the chopping block, it could be a blessing in disguise, because it's almost like the universe is guiding you to the next stepping stone, right? Whatever that is. And with that new opportunity, job-wise or career-wise, it's actually going to encourage and assist in this sort of mending of some sort of very important, very valuable relationship in your life. Again, that's not for all of you. Others of you, it's just simply this, you know what, I've been drained by work, I'm exhausted, I finally hired someone else to, help me or take over, or, I'm delegating more, so now I can spend time with my kid, or now I can, plan that fun little anniversary getaway with my husband, with my wife, with my partner. So for some of you, it's just like making more time for family. And with that, don't be afraid to detach from, well, really, I think delegate is a good word. Being able to detach from all the things and all the responsibility. It doesn't mean you don't love them. It's almost like you look at your work as like your babies and your kids as well. It's whatever you put your time into, you tend to invest in it emotionally, as most people do. And so with that, I almost get this feeling of guilt that, I should be working on this, but I gotta, it's not that you're trying to prioritize one over the other. It's like, this is beautiful energy. Like, you just love everything. You love it all. But with that, again, time management, boundaries, and delegation, being able to have other people help and assist you so that you can breathe and take care of yourself and your health. I think that's really important. Some of you, because of this new help you have, or this weight that has been lifted through some sort of divine intervention, I really like that. It also seems like you may finally be able to kick some sort of habit that you've been struggling with, specifically cigarette smoking for some of you. It could also be cutting down on drinking or going sober, or I don't know, maybe you've always wanted to get back on, I don't know, a health routine, dieting, whatever it is. There's something where it's like when you have this time to breathe and really kind of think about your life and long-term future and sort of the trajectory of where you want to go and, how you want your family to grow, who you want to build with, etc. You kind of have this, it's funny, I just heard like this come to Jesus moment, which I'm so not like preaching that message at all. I just kind of heard it and it made me laugh. But you have sort of this epiphany, this light bulb moment of, you know what, like it's finally time to get rid of that thing that's been holding me back. And like, I think you may actually do it this time, especially during the solar eclipse, right? Major shifts and changes for every zodiac sign out there. So for some of you, and I don't necessarily suggest manifesting on the eclipse, right? That's not the best time to like manifest and make wishes and dreams and hopes for the future. That being said, though, if it's something that, you've tried to do before and just it hasn't stuck, it might actually stick this time. Maybe it's a gym routine, whatever it is. I see health and wellness being a very huge chapter in your near future, if not presently, and it's in a good way. It's like, man, I should have done this years ago because I'm feeling so good now that I'm doing it. It's almost like, and be careful with this, but it's almost like you get addicted to feeling so good and feeling so healthy. But for most of you, it seems appropriate. It doesn't seem like, addictive in a bad way. maybe addictive isn't the right word, but you like how you feel, All right, anything else? Let's see. Some of you finally chose to walk away from a relationship, probably dating. I don't know if this was marriage per se, possibly with a water sign, possibly with a fire sign. It doesn't really matter because the signs aren't super loud to me in this message, but it was a long time coming, and you finally, gathered the strength and the courage and, mustered all that up in order to walk away and detach from this person. And baby, it looks like a bright future. It looks like, again, this idea of, oh man, I should have done this like weeks ago or months ago, or something that was just keeping you stuck and you were trying to justify staying, or really investing a lot of faith in this person that they were going to change their ways and finally choose you, or whatever it is. A lot of you are just like, and I'm done. Like, and you finally do walk away, and like multiple storylines here are telling me that like it gets so much better. I don't even get this sort of longing, sentimental, I miss them, shoulda, coulda, wouldas. It's more just like, wow, it like my life is so much better. I just got the upgrade. Yeah, that feels amazing and awesome. So keep that in mind for those who are sort of on the cusp of detaching from a relationship that has just not brought you satisfaction or fulfillment in any way. I feel like you might be dealing with someone who's just very selfish and doesn't consider you in the relationship. Yeah, don't be someone's second choice. Don't be someone's, plan B. Or yeah, don't be, the parent to what feels like a child, even though you guys are supposed to be equal in this relationship. It gets so much better. Like when you choose to go for the upgrade, the universe hears you and like doubles down on that. All right, Leo, I love it. Let's give you one more piece of advice, guidance from this little oracle deck. Anything for Leo that I missed or they need to hear? Something for my Leo friends. This feels really great, Leo. I like your messages. I just saw one with rainbows on it. That one called out to me, but it didn't come out. I feel like it just flipped. All right. Always do your best. Your best is changing all the time. What do you call that little thing? Not a compass. I just lost the word. Oh, someone will tell me in the comments. Anyway, it makes me think of Mary Poppins. The winds from the east. All right. Your best will depend on whether you are refreshed in the morning or tired at night. Your best will be different when you are happy as opposed to upset, or healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstances, simply do your best and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. All right, guys, that's what I got for you. Please remember to like the video, subscribe, book a personal reading with me. That would be fantastic. There's information how to do that in the dialogue box below. Other than that, thanks for joining me today, guys. I will see you soon for more tarot. Bye.